My friends, it's that time of year again. It seems like it gets earlier and earlier every year. Holiday gift time, and whether you're giving or receiving, coming up with gift ideas is a pain, but I've got you. I've got you covered here. Guaranteed you will find at least one thing in this video that you will ask for Christmas or give to a person that likes mountain biking. This isn't all mountain biking stuff, it's just all stuff I really like, but trust me, it's all good stuff. It's been 5 years since I've made a gift idea video, so it was about time. So today, I walked into the dollar store and I put together my own little bike scrubber kit. This is a pretty good kit for $7 plus tax. You got your Dawn dish soap, which is fantastic for cleaning your bike. Just put a couple drops in here, fill this $1 spray bottle up with water, and you're good to go. I got 3 different scrubbers, all for $1 as well. This one will probably fall apart pretty quickly on your bike, but these are a little more heavy duty and they can really scrub in there. A nice little towel to wipe things down, and a carrying case. You could put some stickers on this thing or draw on it if you're gonna give it as a gift. Things are gonna get a little more expensive from here on out, but not that much more expensive. I really like these little plastic swabs. I got these on Amazon, but you can go to Harbor Freight or maybe even the dollar store and they'll have these. And also, I'm gonna leave links in the description to Amazon where I usually buy my stuff, but not all the links are gonna match up now because of supply chain issues, or if I bought this like 3 years ago and now the company went out of business. Still good products that I recommend, but they won't always be the exact match. These things are so good for getting into little nooks and crannies, and they've lasted me quite a while. I don't go through them like crazy. I don't clean my bike like crazy, but uh-oh, they're falling out. There are a bunch of different shapes and sizes. I usually just buy the grab bag for this, but I really like these little pointy ones. There never seems to be enough of these. I hope I'm not the only one who gets excited about cleaning products for Christmas. Okay, I'll move on to some other stuff. Tools. These picks by Channel Lock have been awesome. They're made in the USA, and I never had a set of picks in my life until a couple years ago, and now I find myself using these all the time. And this is about the #1 use case, picking out tough dirt that's just gotten in there and calcified and turned into rock. Ugh. Maybe it's time to switch to flats. Oh, so satisfying. So satisfying. Get out of there. I got these little flush cutters a couple years ago and I fell in love with them. I have a pair in the van, I have a pair in the kitchen, I have a pair in my tool bag, and I have a pair in here. You have to have one for every room, for cutting zip ties flush, for opening packaging. They're just the perfect little snips to go to when scissors are too big and awkward. Just perfectly manufactured, awesome tool. It's one of those things you don't know until you get them, and then you have them around, and now I give them as gifts as much as I can. It's kind of like I spent my whole life cutting pizza with scissors. Yes, there's people who actually do that. Instead of using a pizza cutter, the right tool for the job. Get the right tool for the job. These Pedro's tire levers used to be my #1 recommendation for a very affordable and cool little gift that you can give someone that will last a lifetime. I've got several pairs, but since then I've moved on to having plastic tire levers that are very beefy, but also have this little extra feature of being able to snap a quick link while you're in the field. When you're on a bike ride and something bad happens, this gives you an extra little tool to use. Riding with proper tools has gone out of style, and now everyone just relies on everyone else to fix their things when things happen. So get these and you'll be the guy who has to fix everyone else's flats. Here's something that's a little more expensive, or maybe a lot more expensive, but just gives you a good feeling every time you use it. Talking about the right tool for the job, these Vera Hex Plus Allen keys are amazing. They've got all these different color-coded things, so you always know if you're using the 6 or the 8 because you just memorize, hey, the 6 is red, the 8 is purple. These things are top of the line. They have a great wow factor if you're opening up a gift, and they're gonna last you 50 years easy. The bottom of these Allen keys are rounded, so it allows you to kind of come at stuff from a weird angle. If you're kind of locked out, you can go up like this and still kind of sort of get in there with hopefully not rounding the bolt out, but it's helped me out a couple times with weird situations. These magnet trays are very fun, cheap, and useful when you're working on your bike and you got to put bolts over and you don't want to lose them and stuff's bouncing all around. I use these all the time when I'm working on my bike. I got these from Amazon, but if you go to Harbor Freight, they have a lot of the stuff I've shown in the video so far pretty cheap, and I bet you could show up very last minute. If you are watching this video on Christmas Eve, you could probably go to Harbor Freight and get a few of these things, walk in, walk out, and your Christmas shopping will be done right at the wire. Make sure you've got a coupon. Not a month goes by when I don't get an email from someone saying, hey, what was that bag that was in your videos? It's the Cat5 Gear Bag. This is the perfect bike organization tool. I absolutely love it. My lovely wife got this for me as a gift when we first started dating oh so many years ago, and it's stood the test of time since then. Okay, it's been like a year, but still, I love this thing. Perfect spot for my shoes, my knee pads, my helmet, and various GoPro stuff that I'm always forgetting. As long as I can keep everything in my bag, I'm good to go. And then I can put it in the van, I can take it out of the van, I can take it with me on a trip, just knowing that everything is in this one spot. If you're on the go, if you're going in your buddy's car down to Sedona for the Sedona Mountain Bike Festival, you've got it all together. You're not like, where was that? Where did I put that? Keep it together, keep it in the Cat5 Gear Bag. I think goggles are a perfect low risk something to get someone or to ask for because they're pretty reasonably priced. They're one size fits all. You just look online, you find one that looks cool and hopefully will fit your person's face. And it's something that people maybe don't want to try, like, oh, I'm gonna look dorky, I don't need goggles. But then on a cold day, on a weird track, if it's snowy or wet, you put the goggles on and all of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm never wearing sunglasses again. The goggles are amazing. So it's something you could go out on a limb and try to get for someone that might be on the fence or had never even thought about it. I think most people I pass on mountain bike rides are just wearing regular glasses. That's totally fine, but I enjoy wearing the goggles. These are the Smith Squad MTB Chroma Pop. I've had them for maybe 5 years now, and the foam is still looking good. Nothing's too stretched out. They still work, a little scratched up here and there, but I enjoy them. They keep my eyes warm. And make sure you also buy the clear lens so they can swap out different lenses if it's dark, if it's light, or if they like one or the other. Now that I've got my van, I don't need this item as much as I used to. But I tell you what, when I was just traveling in my car all the time, having the buoy core changing hoodie, towel, poncho thing was such a godsend. After a ride, you just want to change, you're all sweaty. You can change anywhere with this thing on. Put it on, get naked underneath, towel yourself off, switch clothes, take it off, ta-da, you're ready to go. And don't sleep on the buoy core changing mat as well. This is the perfect companion because you put this down on the ground and then you can actually change your shoes and your socks and you're not stepping on the dirty ground. All your clothes drop into the bottom of this and you cinch it up and you're good to go. And then while you're at it, why not just get the duffel bag as well to round out the whole buoy core trifecta. Really well-built gear from the UK. Shipping will be a little bit more for us in the USA, but if you're in Europe, have at it. The changing towel is a pretty funny gift to get someone, and then when it actually comes in super useful and they use it all the time, they'll be like, oh man, that was the best thing ever. At this point, I'm sure you've heard of the old Apple AirTags, but man, if you've got an iPhone, get one of these things just to try it out and use it, and you'll see how cool it really is. They're tiny little tracking devices with tons of battery life that use the iPhone network, if you will. So anytime there's an iPhone within 25, 50 feet of this little thing, it pings. So if you leave your bag at the airport in Terminal D and you're heading out to your car, you will get an alert on your phone that says, hey, I think you left your bag behind. Or you can go in to Find My iPhone app and be like, where's my bag? Where did I leave it? And it'll kind of like do like a little hot and cold thing where you kind of follow along and it starts like beeping if you get closer. It's genius, especially if you want to hide one of these in your bike, in your motorcycle, in your car, in your tool bag, in something that's valuable where this can just get hidden perfectly. Amazon's got a bunch of AirTag accessories. I've got a couple keychains, and they even sell these little silicone keepers or whatever you would call it, where you peel off the back of this and you could stick it on the bottom of something. I'm gonna use this inside my pack out where I keep all my GoPro gear because I cannot lose this. There's way too much stuff in here that I need for day-to-day work. You can get pretty creative with hiding these things out inside your bike with the right amount of padding and kind of securement. At this point, we've all heard enough about the old supply chain. Oh, disruption! It might be a good idea to ask for a year's worth of tire sealant, lube, and tires at this point, because the prices right now might look really, really good compared to a year from now. So buy 10 tires, buy 4 of these. Hoard up on the consumable bike products. These tires are right around $100 right now in November 2021. Somebody remind me to come back to this video in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, and let's see how expensive these have gotten. Or cheaper if you're pricing in Bitcoin. And finally, a bit of a random suggestion, but all too important. It's an audiobook recommendation. You could read the regular book too, but the audiobook is fantastic. It's called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. He is the ultimate motivational monster. If you need to kick your butt into gear for next year, read this book, listen to the audiobook. You will get all the motivation you need up to a point. Then you have to actually take over and drive the car yourself and get up in the morning and do the workouts and go after your goals. But if you need that mindset shift, he is the man to deliver it. If you read David Goggins' book, he had every excuse not to succeed in life, but he kept moving forward and kept moving forward, and now he's built his own life. And that's all I hope all of us can do. Oh, what's that? You're wondering where I got my t-shirt? Yes, this fine Everstoke t-shirt is available right now at Teespring. Buy a shirt, support the Everstoke project, me and my buddy Aaron, trying to develop 91 acres of raw land, and we're doing it little by little. The winter's gonna be pretty tough, but we'll get there. All right, get to shopping, get it all done, just get it out of the way, and then exhale, and then put up your Christmas lights and have the turkey and do all that stuff in whatever order you want to. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.